If you're passionate about a cause or charity, you can donate your time and/or money. And if you really feel the calling, you can take it to the next level by starting your own nonprofit. But as WSJ reporter Veronica Dagher is here to tell us, this can be a lot harder than most people realize. Hi, Veronica. Great to see you.
Great to see you, too.
Are the numbers of nonprofits on the rise?
They are. Over the past 20 years in general, there's been an increase in the number of nonprofits. 2014, there was an explosion in the number of nonprofits, mostly because the paperwork required got a little streamlined.
Well, that's great. I mean, that means that people really want to make a difference.
Right.
They want to help out, which is wonderful. But are the pitfalls that charities face if they do things wrong, they can be devastating, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you could get sued. If you could get personally liable for if something goes wrong. And there's a lot of mistakes folks make. They think it's just so easy to do to start a charity, but there's a lot of things. They forget how complicated the paperwork can be. They underestimate the importance of fundraising. They pick the wrong board members. I mean, the list goes on and on.
So let's go through some of those points and come up with some strategies maybe of tackling them. So first, you say a lot of people go into this with a big heart, but maybe not having done all the research.
That's right. Yeah, you got to do your research. Just because you like helping puppies doesn't mean that you need another charity that helps puppies. Nothing against puppies.
No.
But in your neighborhood, there could be 3 charities already helping those cute puppies. So do you really need to start a charity? Do your research. Talk to the other nonprofits in your region who are serving the cause you want to serve. See how they operate, how they fundraise, what their day-to-day work is like. Volunteer with them. See if you even like the work before you even start your own charity.
It's a lot of work that you're going to be spending on this, so you better love it. Now,
that's right.
What about that paperwork that you mentioned earlier? Tell us about it.
Right. So there's a lot of paperwork filing to get that tax-exempt status with the IRS. That takes months. That can get very complicated. You also might need to file paperwork with your state in order to get the tax-exempt status. So there's a lot of steps that are involved. This can take a while. You also want to make sure you've got the right insurance because, like we were saying before, if you don't have the right insurance and you say have a charity bike race and someone gets injured and you don't have the right insurance, you could get sued.
Very good point. Now, what about picking the right board members? How important is that?
It's very important. It's really fun to pick your friends and your family, but the fact is they may not really care about the cause. They may not have the right skills necessary to further the nonprofit. So you need people who can fundraise for you. If they can't give themselves, they need to be able to bring in people who can give. Right. They also need to have the right skills. So if you know an accountant, a lawyer, someone who can add value to the nonprofit and help save you money, that's a better fit than your friend.
Right, that's right. And don't put all the same types of people, like you said. Make it diverse.
That's right, diverse.
And of course, don't forget, you do need to fundraise, right?
That's right. It's huge. People underestimate that, but you can't have the events you want to have unless you've got money to make those events happen. You also want to keep the lights on in the charity. And if you don't have enough money to back yourself up and your charity to keep going, you're not going to be able to do the work you want to do.
A lot to think about, Veronica. Thank you so much for all that.